Spain has a teenage princess who goes to school in a real castle but can't use TikTok or Instagram. That's Princess Leonor. She's next in line to be queen. And her life is nothing what you'd expect. Wait until you hear about her $150,000 allowance. But she can't spend it how she wants. And those fancy cars? Sure, but she still flies on regular planes with normal people. From military training to secret phones, what you're about to see will totally change how you think about royal life. And trust me, some of these rules are just wild. Her amazing palace home. Let me tell you about where Princess Leonor lives. It's absolutely mind-blowing. While we're all in regular houses, she calls the massive Zarzuela Palace her home. Just imagine having a backyard that's bigger than 30 football fields put together. And get this, inside the palace, there are over 50 rooms filled with super expensive paintings and furniture that cost more money than most of us will see in our lifetime. But here's the really cool part that might surprise you. Leonor doesn't actually hang out in the super fancy areas. She and her family live in a smaller, more normal part of the palace where they can just be themselves. They have family dinners, watch TV, and even do homework just like regular families do. And yes, they've got their own movie theater room. How cool is that? Castle school life. Okay, you're not going to believe this, but Leonor goes to school in a real castle. It's called UWC Atlantic College, and it looks just like something from a fairy tale. The crazy thing is, it costs about $80,000 per year. That's more than a fancy car. But don't think it's all princess treatment there. Leonor has to wake up super early, like all the other students, make her own bed, and even help clean the castle. She shares classes with kids from all around the world, including other royal family members. The best part, they have crazy cool activities like kayaking in the ocean right from their school beach. But they still have to wear regular uniforms and follow strict rules about phone use and study time. Daily royal schedule. Want to know what a princess does all day? Leonor's schedule will make your busy day look super chill. She starts at 6:30 a.m. with military training. Yep, real soldier stuff. Then she rushes to regular classes where she studies 3 languages at once: Spanish, English, and Catalan. After lunch, it's time for her special Future Queen lessons. That means learning about laws, practicing perfect manners, and figuring out how to talk to important people. She also takes public speaking classes because she'll have to give lots of speeches when she's queen. Between all that, she still has homework and studies just like any other student. And guess what? She can't even skip classes for royal stuff. School comes first. Royal fashion rules. You might think a princess gets to wear whatever she wants and shop like crazy, but Leonor's wardrobe situation might surprise you. She gets about $20,000 a year for clothes, which sounds like a lot until you realize other princesses get way more. The cool thing about Leonor, she actually wears stuff more than once and shops at regular stores like Zara. Of course, she has some fancy designer outfits for big events, but she usually keeps things pretty simple. She even trades clothes with her sister Sophia sometimes. The funny part is, she has all these rules about what she can wear. No super short skirts, no flashy colors at serious events, and she has to dress extra formal for palace stuff. Pretty different from just grabbing whatever's clean. Right, princess paycheck. When Leonor turned 18, she started getting her own money from Spain. About $150,000 a year. Before you think, wow, that's living the dream, let me break it down for you. Most of that money goes to boring stuff like paying for her royal duties, training programs, and travel to official events. She can't just go shopping or buy whatever she wants. Every single thing has to be approved first. And here's the weird part. She has to write down everything she spends and show it to palace officials. Plus, she has to attend hundreds of official events every year, which means buying proper outfits and following all sorts of rules. Not so simple after all, right? Travel like royalty. Ever wonder how a princess gets around? Leonor's travel setup is pretty wild. For regular trips, she rides in these super fancy Mercedes cars that are totally bulletproof and cost more than most houses. When she needs to go far, she can use special military planes that are like flying hotels. But here's what's really crazy. When she goes back and forth to school in Wales, she usually takes normal flights just like we do. Of course, she still has security with her, but she waits in line, carries her own bags, and sits in regular seats. The only difference? She gets to use a special fast lane at security, and her team checks everything out before she arrives. Security squad goals. Think, having your parents check your phone is strict? Wait till you hear about Leonor's security setup. She has a whole team of highly trained guards watching her 24/7, which costs about $1.5 million a year. Here's the thing that might shock you. She can't have regular social media accounts or use a normal phone. No TikTok, no Instagram, no Snapchat. She has to use a special secure phone that's checked all the time. Even when she's just hanging out with friends, there are always guards nearby. And get this, before she goes anywhere, a security team has to check out the whole place first. Talk about intense! Free time fun. You might be wondering if Leonor ever gets to just chill and have fun. And yes, she does. But even her free time comes with some pretty interesting twists. She loves playing volleyball and tennis, but she can't just join any regular team. She's super into skiing but has to go to special secure slopes. When she hangs out with friends, they have to be pre-approved and security checked. She loves watching Netflix and listening to music like any other teenager, but she's not allowed to talk about her favorite shows or songs in public. And sleepovers. They have to happen at pre-checked locations with security guards nearby. Future queen training. Let's talk about Leonor's future plans, because they're pretty intense. After school, she's not heading to a regular college. She's going straight to military training in all three branches: Army, Navy, and Air Force. She'll be the first Spanish princess to do this. She'll learn how to fly planes, command ships, and lead troops. After that, she heads to university to study law, just like her dad did. But here's the catch. She can't just pick any classes she wants. Everything she studies has to help her become a better queen someday. Plus, she's already starting to fill in for her dad at important events. Talk about pressure. Special princess rules. Being a princess comes with some seriously strange rules. First off, Leonor can never eat shellfish when traveling. It's too risky for food poisoning. She can't take selfies with fans or sign autographs, even if people beg her. When she walks into a room, there's a whole system about who she can talk to first and how long she should chat. She has to master the royal wave. Yes, that's a real thing. And learn how to sit the princess way. She can't vote in elections, share political opinions, or have a regular job. Even her future husband will need government approval. But the weirdest rule? She has to accept every bouquet of flowers given to her in public, even if her arms are already full. Wow, who knew being a princess could be so complicated? It's definitely not just about wearing pretty dresses and living in a palace. If you enjoyed learning about Leonor's crazy life, hit that like button and subscribe for more royal behind-the-scenes videos. Drop a comment below telling us what surprised you most. Was it the strict phone rules or the no shellfish thing?